What is up, you guys? This is the White Rabbit, and welcome back to Skyrim.
This is the part where we usually get in the book.
Yes, I'm aware, but we are there, northwest of Solitude.
You with me?
Yeah, let's get in the boat. So, what this is we are going to take Serana home. Because that's what the people at the DawnGuard said to do. I don't necessarily agree with it, but what you gonna do? They're the bosses.
Here we are. Ready to go in?
I suppose I am. I'm not really sure I feel comfortable going in there, though. Seeing as how it's just a bunch of vampires. And
Yes.
me being a vampire hunter.
Go away. We don't.
How
Hey, so-
dare you, Sam?
Before we go in there,
Are you
I
alright?
think so. And thanks for asking. I wanted to thank you for getting me this far. But after we get in there, I'm going to go my own way for a while.
That's
I
fine.
think. I know your friends would probably want to kill everything in here. I'm hoping you can show some more control than that. Once we're inside, just keep quiet for a bit. Let me take the lead.
Lady Serrano's back. Open the gate.
Okay. In we go, I guess. Now this is the interesting part, because we're still part of the DawnGuard, but we're going inside of a vampire keep, which, yeah,
How
it's
dare
just
you
crazy.
trespass here.
Hey!
Wait, Serana? Is that truly you? I cannot believe my eyes.
My lord, everyone.
Right.
Serrana has returned.
I guess I'm expected.
It would seem that way, wouldn't
Believe
it?
it. My long-lost daughter returns at last. I trust you have my Elder Scroll.
After all these years, that's the first thing you ask me? Yes, I have. this.
Amazing.
Of course, I am delighted to see you, my daughter. Must I really say the words aloud?
Yes.
Ah, if only your traitor mother were here. I would let her watch this reunion before putting her head on a spike.
That's a lovely
Now,
image.
Tell me, who is this stranger you have brought into our hall?
This is my savior, the one who freed me.
For my daughter's safe return, you have my gratitude. Tell me,
Thank you.
what is your name?
I am White
I am
Rabbit through a
Hearken,
T.
Lord of this court.
Good for
By
you.
now, my daughter would have told you what we are.
Vampires.
Not just vampires. We are among the oldest and most powerful vampires in Skyrim.
Oh, are you?
For centuries we lived here, far from the cares of the world. All that ended when my wife betrayed me and stole away that which I valued most.
The scroll? I mean, because
You have done me a great service.
you don't really seem
and now you must be
to
rewarded.
care.
There is but one gift I can give that is equal in value to the Elder Scroll and my
And what
daughter.
is that?
I offer you my blood.
No
Take
thanks.
it and you will walk as a lion among sheep. Men will tremble at your approach and you will never fear death again.
I'm good. And if
Then
I
you will be
refuse?
prey, like all mortals. I will spare your life this once, but you will be banished from this hall. Perhaps you still need convincing. Behold the power! This is the power that
Well then.
I offer. Now, make your choice.
I don't want to be a vampire.
So
I refuse.
be it. You are prey, like all mortals. I banish you.
Nope. 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 Okay then. Oh, that's a bit disorienting. Right, well, I guess we're going back to the DawnGuard. Hooray. Okay. So let's see. Hello, Mr. Deer. Oh, that was interesting that he actually let us go, because I thought he would have just killed us. If I'm being completely honest, I thought that's where the DawnGuard journey was going to end. What the... Hello? Okay. Oh, yes, you will.
That's the last of them.
Is it?
I should have known it was only a matter of time that I'll be price we
Anyway.
pay for openly recruiting.
Hello.
Just a step of our defenses. It's the price we pay for openly recruiting.
Didn't you already
Of
say that?
course. Why did I suppose differently? Fine. Tell me what you know.
The woman
so
was a
we
vampire.
delivered her right to them.
Yep.
I should have kept her here until we were certain.
Then why didn't you? They have an Elder Scroll.
They what? And you
Yeah.
didn't stop them?
You told me to take her
Secure
back.
the scroll.
There were too many
So
of them.
they have everything they wanted, and we're left with nothing. By
Not
the
necessarily.
divines. This couldn't get much worse. This is more than you and I can handle.
Is that so? What?
Well, of course we do.
We have to do something.
I'm old, not stupid.
Kind
We're
of
just
borders
going
the
to
line,
need
doesn't
some
it?
help. If they're bold enough to attack us here, then this may be bigger than I thought. I have good men here, but there are people I've met and worked with over the years. We need their skills, their talents, if we're going to survive this. If you can find them, we might have a chance. Right to the point, aren't you?
Yeah.
I like that. Not like those fools in the Order. We should keep it small. Too many people and we'll draw unwanted attention to ourselves. I think we'll want Serene Gerard. Breton girl, whip smart and good with tinkering. Fascination with the Dwemer. Weapons in particular.
Ooh, that
Last
should be
I
good.
knew, she was out in the Reach. Convinced she was about to find the biggest dwarven ruins yet. Might need a little convincing, but she should. You'll
There you
also
go.
want to find Gunmar. Big brute of a Nord. Hates vampires almost as much as I do.
I love how
Got
he
it
says
into his head
almost.
years back that his experience with animals would help. Trolls in particular, from what I hear.
In particular.
Last I knew, he was out scouring Skyrim for more beasts to tame. Bring the two of them back here, and we can get started on coming up with a plan.
Party time.
Stay alert.
Okay, Gunmar.
You there! Hold
Yes.
fast! I've tracked this damned bear for 2 weeks. I'll not let it have any more victims.
Okay. Isran needs your help.
needing someone else's help. Never thought I'd hear that. I'm afraid he's a few years too late. I've moved on. I have more important business to attend to.
Do you?
Besides, he can handle anything alone. He assured me so himself.
Yeah,
What could he
maybe
possibly
not.
need my help with? Who's there?
A troll? Really? Duh! Oh, I don't have dodge.
Mind yourself. Ethan?
Ah, dang it.
I'm afraid he's a... Besides, he can have... vampires.
Yes.
Well, that might change things. Tell me more about what's going on. By the 8th. Alright, look. I'll
What?
consider it. But I can't just leave this bear to prey on more innocent people. Once it's dealt with, then perhaps I'll see what Isran expects of me.
Okay. Well, let's go. Arrows. Put those there. Well, they're not gonna use them. Okay. I just remembered we're hunting a bear. Aha, poison. Okay. Ever so slowly. Uh-oh. Hi.
Who's there?
A bear. Oh, no. Interesting group of friends, I don't think bears understand the word give up.
One less monster.
Okay. Take the pelt. Let's be fair, he's not going to use it anytime soon.
By myself. You have my thanks. You've
You're
helped me,
welcome.
so I suppose the least I can do is find out what Isran wants. He's still at that fort near Stendar's beacon, I assume.
Yes. Yeah.
Of course he did. He's been working on that place for years now.
He has?
Never lets anyone in.
Well then.
His own little fortress. Well, I guess I'll get to see what he's been up to all this time.
Indeed.
I'll meet you there.
Okay. Alright, hello.
You haven't seen a sack full of dwarven gyros lying around, have you? I
No.
swear I left it right here. Do you think mud crabs might have taken it?
I have
saw
no
one
idea.
the other day. Wouldn't be surprised if it followed me here. Well, just look around, will you?
Isran asked me to
Isran?
find you.
Wants me?
Yeah,
No, you must be mistaken.
I
He
am
made it
not.
exceedingly clear the last time we spoke that he had no interest in my help. I find it hard to believe he's changed his mind.
Oh,
He
why
said
is
some
that?
very hurtful things to me before I left. Anyway, I'm quite happy in my current pursuits. So
I'm
if
sure
you'll
you are.
excuse me.
Vampires. They threaten.
Vampires. Really?
Yes.
Oh, and I suppose now he remembers that I proposed no less than 3 different scenarios that involved vampires overrunning the population.
You did?
Well, what are they up to?
They have an Elder Scroll?
Well, that's actually something I never would have anticipated.
Really?
Interesting. I'm not sure what they would do with one, but in this case, Isran is probably correct in thinking it isn't good.
I thought so.
All right. If nothing else, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to learn more about what's going on so I can better defend myself.
Indeed.
But I'm not just going to abandon what I've been working on here. It's too useful. I need at least one intact
What are you
dwarven
working
gyro.
on?
So either I need to find the satchel those mud crabs stole, or I need another gyro from someplace. You wouldn't happen to have one, would you?
No. I don't have any gyros on me.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know where they are, because I've played this before. The satchel is right here. Gyros. And They make you so slow. This is what it's come to. The Dragonborn is nothing more than an errand boy.
What would mud crabs want with my satchel anyway?
I have no idea.
Just Isran. I find it
Yes.
Anyway, I'm quite happy in my current pursuit.
Vampires.
Oh, and I said, well, what are they up to?
They have a scroll.
I'm not sure. But I'm not just going. So either I need to find the satchel those mud crabs stole.
Here.
Thank you. Now, where is it Isran expect? Ah, been working more on his secret hideout, has he?
I guess
It'll be
so. That's
interesting
what
to
the
see how
last
much
person
progress
said.
he's made. I'll finish up here and head in that direction as soon as I can. See you there.
There you go. Off we go.
Farewell.
Okay,
All right,
what's happening?
Isran. You've got us all here. Now what do you want?
Hold it
Now,
right
what do you
there.
want?
What are you doing?
Making sure you're not vampires. Can't be too careful. So, welcome to Fort DawnGuard. I'm sure you've heard a bit of what we're up against. Powerful vampires, unlike anything we've seen before. And
Well, I
they
didn't
have
say
an Elder
that.
Scroll. If anyone is going to stand in their way, it's going to be us.
Is it?
This is all well and good, but do we actually know anything about what they're doing? What do we do now?
We'll get to that.
That's a good question.
For now, get acquainted with the space. Soreen, you'll find room to start your tinkering on that crossbow design you've been working on. Gunmar, there's an area large enough for you to pen up some trolls. Get them armored up and ready for use. In the meantime, we're going to get to the bottom of why a vampire showed up here looking for you.
What?
Let's go have a little
Me?
chat with it, shall we?
Okay. Why is a vampire here, though? Unless Serana came back. Which would be highly unlikely. Well, what do you know?
This vampire showed up while you were away.
Is that so?
I'm guessing it's the one you found in Dim Hollow Crypt.
Yeah.
Says it's got something really important to say to you.
Okay.
So let's hear it.
You probably weren't expecting to see me again.
No? What are you doing here?
I'd rather not be here either, but I needed to talk to you. It's important, so please just listen, before your friend here loses his patience.
Yeah.
Well, it's about me, and the Elder Scroll that was buried with me.
Is it?
The reason I was down there, and why I had the Elder Scroll.
Why
It all
did you
comes
have the
back
Elder
to my
Scroll?
father.
Really?
I'm guessing you figured this part out already, but my father's not exactly a good person. Even
Yeah,
by
I had
vampire
a
standards.
I had a feeling.
He wasn't always like that, though. There was a turn. He stumbled onto this obscure prophecy and just kind of lost himself in it.
What prophecy?
It's pointless and vague, like all prophecies.
Well,
The part he latched onto said that vampires would no longer need to fear the sun.
really?
That's what he's after. He wants to control the sun. Have vampires control the world.
That would
Anyway,
be interesting.
My mother and I didn't feel like inviting a war with all of Tamriel, so we tried to stop him. That's why I was sealed away with the scroll.
Ew. That kind of makes sense. What? You took a big risk coming
I
here.
did. But something about you makes me think I can trust you. I hope I'm not wrong.
No, you're right. We just have to convince the others.
Well, let's move then. I'm nothing if not persuasive.
All right, you've heard what it has to say. Now tell me, is there any reason I shouldn't kill this blood-sucking fiend right now?
Because we're gonna need her help.
Why? Because of that story about the prophecy about some vampire trying to put the sun out?
Yeah.
Do you actually believe any of that?
Do you believe in vampires? Well, why else
Who
would she
knows?
risk?
Maybe it has a death wish. Maybe it's just insane.
She,
I
not
don't
it.
care. It can stay for now. But if it so much as lays a finger on anyone here, I'll hold you responsible.
Oh,
Got it.
I'm...
You hear me? Don't feel like a guest, because you're not. You're a resource. You're an asset. In the meantime, don't make me regret my sudden outburst of tolerance and generosity. Because
Right,
if you do,
generosity.
your friend here is going to pay for it.
Thank you for your kindness. I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry. So, in case you didn't notice the giant thing on my back, I have the Elder Scroll with me.
Cool.
Whatever it says, it will have something that can help us stop my father. But of course, neither of us can read it.
Who can?
Well, the Moth Priests are the only ones I've heard of who can do it. They spend years preparing before they start reading, though. Not that it helps us anyway, because they're all half a continent away, in Cyrodiil.
Some Imperial scholar arrived in Skyrim a few days ago. I was staking out the road when I saw him pass by. Maybe that's your Moth Priest.
Do you know where he's staying now?
No, and I'm not going to waste men looking. We're fighting a war against your kind, and I intend to win it. You
Well, we
want to
can
find him?
win, but-
Try talking to anyone who'd meet a traveler. Innkeepers and carriage drivers in the big cities, maybe. But you're on your own.
Okay.
Any idea how you're going to find a Moth Priest? Skyrim's a pretty
Not a
big place.
clue. Where would a Moth Priest actually
Well, back
go?
before I... You know. The College of Winterhold was the first place I'd think to go for any kind of magic or historical thing. The wizards know about all kinds of things that people probably shouldn't know about. Actually,
Yeah,
now that
that's
I think
true.
of it, I'm going to come along with you.
Oh,
I've been
really?
really wanting to get out and explore a bit.
Okay.
I
Well,
knew it would come to this one
on
day.
that note,
I knew.
I think I'm gonna leave this one here. So, thank you guys so much for watching this one. If you liked it, you know what to do. Keep things crazy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.